Start.
Yep. Hi, greetings. I am Icon, and I'm going to present the course Professional Practice in Interpreting, and the code of the course is ETL 11103. So, and the title of the project is a case study, a 3 cases study, and talk about the challenges during interpreting session. So in the papers, we have the introduction, analysis, discussions, and conclusion, and appendices. As usual, this is the procedure and a proper way and a system way to do the report. So uh, in the introduction, I briefly talk about professional practice in interpreting, and especially I emphasize that to be a professional interpreter, not only he or she has to have equipped with the skill, especially the listening skill and speaking skill, but the other areas which is very important and cannot be neglected is ethics and the ethics code of ethics and code of standard. So this project is based on 3 cases, based on 3 case studies talking about this. What should the translator do and solve the problem during on the spot when there are some issue raised. So in the analysis, the 3 cases, the first case is talking about the translator. He has he has translated a words longer than the original, the source language, source language. So the source language speaker asks why is it longer than what he say. So in the immediate response, the translator ask for apologies and then explain to him that explain to the original speaker that that word is not cannot be found in the target language. That's why he used a longer explanation so that the target audience can understand the nearest meaning that can be found in the target language. So in the meantime, to apologies, he also said that he will ensure that this will not happen, and he will ask for permission first to clarify the whole thing before proceed to the next interpreting. So this is about the first case, and something immediately respond that I written there. So the second one is about not accurate, the accuracy, because the interviewee, he showed he told the interviewer that what the translator translate is not so accurate. So to respond this immediately also, the translator also asked for apology humbly and calmly, so that he control the atmosphere to be comfortably deal continue. But then he should have brief the interviewee if anything happened, what is the proper way that he should, for example, raise hands, or he need clarifications, so that no need to refer directly to the original speaker. So we will talk about this later, the 5 things that the translator need to do upon these 3 cases. And then the last one is seems confused. The interviewee seems confused after hearing the translation of the translator. So the translator also, with this translator also ensure the interviewee for clarification, stop for the interview, and after the clarification, then only he will continue. But the translator, he ensure that whatever he translate is accurately and also confidentially only be kept in the room. So after this brief and a little bit solution on the spot, so these are the 5 in the discussions. These are the 5 things that I have listed down to especially to address the 3 cases. So number 1 is the protocols and procedures. The protocols and procedure, as a translator, he has to do it before the translation session happened, because this is a very important procedures in the process of doing the interpretation and the interpreting. So he should have introduced himself, and also he should have tell them the boundaries, what he is going to do. He will accurately interpret everything what he say, and if any have anything need to ask, can raise a hand or other indication. All this have to brief the interviewee before, so that in the interview there is no such thing like happen in the cases above that, talking about confused and then or directly complain to the speaker, or let the speaker ask why your translation is longer. All this briefing should has been done for the first thing to follow ethics. This is number one. Secondly, of course, the translator, he interpret accurately. He should have asked the speaker, and also to let the audience, the interviewee, knows that there would be a clarification is needed, so that after clarification, when the interviewer know that he is going to interpret a longer sentences to explain to the interviewee, so that to ensure the nearest accurate meaning has been transferred, has been rendered. So this is number two. Number three is confidentiality. So the interviewer, the translator has to ensure both party, all parties, that especially the interviewee, whatever is he learns in the interviews, the knowledge about interviewee, all will be kept confident, confidential, all are confidential, and no information will be disclosed to other party than the interviewer and the interviewee and himself. And he also ensure that whatever, if he take notes, he need to take notes, whatever notes that he has been taken will be destroyed in front of both of them, and then before the interview ended. So thirdly, respect. The translator upon the three cases has done it very well. He respect the interviewee, even though he complained directly to the interviewer, but he respect, he apologize, he also do it very well, respond very well, calmly, and also to ensure them whatever happen, he respect every party. And fifthly, professionally. I think the translator, upon the three cases, has done it professionally. He explained himself, whatever he has to do accurately. He translate accurately, and whatever need to be kept as confidential, he also have done it, and he respect everybody. So um, to conclude, the translator, upon the above three cases, he has done a good job to follow the ethics in order to make the whole interview conducted continue smoothly. So beside that, in the discussions, there are also some practical practices also has been discussed. This is about role boundaries. Um, the translator has to know his role and do not involve anything extra beside the assignments. And once ended, so do not involve any activities beyond that. And this, he has to mention this to all parties. Impartiality, and as a translator, he has to do it. He has to refrain to have prejudice towards any party, so that everything he's do is impartial. And the other one is cultural awareness. For example, the first case, because of the cultural awareness and the words do not appear in the original, in the targeted language. That's why he used a longer sentences to explain it. But he has to brief both party beforehand, so that it is like something about connected with cultural matters, that he need to take note about this. And lastly, last but not least, is professional development. Professional development, this is very important to a translator. And from time to time, he need to attain a higher level of education, and with the real job that to raise his level of interpreting, to keep up the skill, the standard. So all the above code of ethics or code of standard is going to be to benefit the client and to benefit the company. but to himself as a translator, this is the one code of ethic that he had to follow to upgrade himself from time to time, which is very, very important. So to conclude this, I would like to say that the translator above the three case study has answered the three the answer the three questions, the three issue without arguing the point or becoming defensive, and he find a logical solution on the spot with the critical thinking and problem solving skill. And he also mentioned clearly all the responsibilities and boundaries to client and the provider. And lastly, as I mentioned, um, all others' responsibility and boundaries are benefit to the clients and providers, but only this code of ethics, this is a very important area that cannot be neglected, is professional development. From time to time, the translator, the interpreter has to develop himself to attain higher level of education and to do more practical jobs to keep up his interpreting skill. So I would like to end here the presentation. Thank you very much. Doctor?
Thank you very much, Icon.
Yep.
Thank you. It's really very interesting presentation regarding professional practice in interpreting, and really the regarding the three case studies you have mentioned. Yeah,
Yep.
we can see like how the interpreter, he or she has to reply in some certain of situations.
Yeah.
So in certain situations, there will be a kind of professional practices each
Yep.
interpreter he has follow. Okay, very
Yep.
good. Yeah,
Mm.
thanks a lot for
Yeah.
your presentation.
Thank you.